denyo hawada dai and go denyo hawada dai. This is the voice of the patriot. And here we speak truth to power. Here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. This is the voice of the people. They say the voice of people. People is the voice of God. Here we are with the voice of God. Now, the very first story we are looking at today is taken from My Joy Online. My brother, my sister, and it makes interesting reading. It says that I read, forcing citizens to join cleanup exercise is illegal without bylaw backing. And this is Samson Anyenini speaking. And I read, private legal practitioner, journalist and host of Joy FM's news file, Samson Anyenini, has stated that compelling citizens to participate in the nationwide cleanup exercise is illegal, insisting there is no national law that empowers the president to enforce such a directive. His comments come after President John Dramani Mahama urged Ghanaians to actively participate in the nationwide cleanup exercise. Now, the president declared Friday, July 10, 2026 and Saturday, July 11, 2026 as National General Cleaning Days in the 7 regions affected by the recent floods as part of efforts to improve sanitation and prevent the outbreak of diseases. Now, speaking on the Super Morning Show on July 14, Mr. Anyenini said stopping motorists and citizens on the road and forcing them to clean because of the president's nationwide cleanup exercise is not legally justified. According to him, while President John Dramani Mahama may have declared the exercise mandatory, there is no national legislation that gives the president the authority to compel every citizen to comply. He explained that such enforcement would only be lawful if a specific metropolitan, municipal, or district assembly has a bylaw requiring residents to participate in cleanup exercises and authorities are acting under that law. In his own words, as quoted, unless you are certain that a particular assembly has a bylaw mandating the exercise and a person is in breach of it, it would be completely wrong to force anyone to participate. The Akan people have a saying that I love so much. They say, yeah, dear here, and sana ye dear fata, Anna. We do what is needful before we look at what is wanted. It means your needs should always come in front of your wants. I agree with Samson Anyenini. It is wrong to force individuals to go out there and clean without a law. But he agrees, I believe, that it is needful. As he stands right now, he's a lawyer. So he's speaking law. He's not speaking his own intelligence. He's not speaking his whims and caprices. He's speaking law. Yes, I agree with you. My brother, my sister, motorists are not on a jolly ride. Some are carrying patients to the hospital. Some are carrying food to be delivered to sick people. Some are doing things that are as urgent as cleaning the gutter. So to stop motorists on the road and force everybody to come out and clean without a law is actually problematic. I agree 100%. I also agree with myself that Ghana is a country that is so indisciplined. That is what has brought us here first and foremost. And for that matter, until you hold a whip in front of us Ghanaians, turning us into little children with no common sense, the needful will never be done. Can I repeat that? A lot of Ghanaians, let me be fair to Ghanaians, behave like little children. In fact, I want to be decent this afternoon. Some Ghanaians actually behave like sheep. They will never do the right thing until there is a supervisor holding a whip over their heads, like little children. I remember as a little child growing up, we saw parents put down a certain stick, better still a cane, before their children would eat food. Food that would go into their stomach and keep them healthy. Some of them would even refuse to eat. My brother, my sister, sometimes we have to use force in order to drum home the needful. But of course, we don't live in a banana state. That force can be legalized by going to the Parliament House and our courts to enforce that. In the interim, there is an emergency. There could as well be an emergency parliamentary sitting, but we didn't do that. The president announced it, that we all must go out there and clean. Many banks opened, sitting on dirty, smelly gutters. They don't even care about their own health. As long as they are in air-conditioned buildings, they think they are safe. We saw a sitting MP walk into one of the banks to rain hell, firestone and brimstone right on the bank before some of them came out with brooms to sweep. My brother, my grandmother always said something which I will never forget. That if you wait until a man comes to tell you to clean your own backyard, you are a fool. Can I repeat it? If a man waits for another man to come and tell him that your backyard is dirty, go clean it, you are a fool. Translate into tree. Yes, it's a ubetnaho ama obi fufro abekacha will say ufie aye fin enti sorry na prapra and we sebi kwasia and I say Jimmy for, excuse my language. My brother, my sister, why should a man wait for another man to come and tell him that, watch, your backyard is dirty, before you start cleaning? We see churches built on dirty gutters, dirty roads, mosques that are built on top of dirty gutters and dirty roads. They won't clean. No. The smell is pure in their nose. In our country, dirt and smell are part of spirituality. The dirtier you are, the more spiritual you are. True or false? If you are going to contact a spiritualist in Ghana, the smellier the spiritualist is, the better. If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. You want to go to a pastor who wasn't bathed for the past 20 years. Say, this pastor, hey, the one who is well dressed and has a beautiful cologne on him. No, pastor, we do about life, dodo. Pastor Ben Crown, no. Ono de no crown bonka kra. Na nyame ben na usum no sa. As if Moses was dirty. As if Elijah was dirty. Yes, they lived in the jungle, they ate locusts and all that, but they were not dirty. I'm sure if there was any perfume Any cologne in the days, Elijah would use it. Moses would spray under his armpit, four. But even with that, they jumped into the sea time after time. Why do you think Jesus Christ was telling them to go and jump into the Jordan? To disinfect themselves. Yes, disinfect. Sea water has the power to do that, both spiritually and physically. It is sad that we have to crack the whip before people clean up. It is sad that we have places of worship that are sitting on dirty, smelly toilets and gutters. And anytime we are going to the mosque, we hold our nose and say, Wallahi, Wallahi. Allah ko bangi dangana wari Allah ko akaya Allah shegi Meanwhile, you could have organized 5 boys to clean the whole place once a month, and the toilet will smell like heaven. But no, they won't do it. That's somebody's work. Yet your religion tells you, both Christianity and Islam, that cleanliness is next to godliness. True? The Prophet of Islam was a very, very clean man. That's why he asked you to perform ablution 5 times a day. It's equivalent to a man jumping into a stream 5 times a day. All other things being natural and equal, he will be cleaner than a man who baths only once. True or false? What is the importance of your performing ablution 5 times a day? To go and pray to Allah when your toilets are dirty right in your nose. Your gutter is very dirty right in front of the mosque. What's the meaning? And if you say this, you are the one they are looking for to insult. Wallahi shege di anja nama. Allah ko black rasta nande shege ni dandurunwa shege. Zoka shari go tamana. Zoka shari. My brother, my sister, let us uphold that fact that cleanliness is next to godliness. Look, they cleaned the whole city. Look how the place looked so good and nice. Look how everybody was praising the country. Sealed gutters that caused flooding have been desilted. Sadly, all the silt that was removed from the gutters have been put right on the edges of the gutters again. And yesterday I was speaking with my producer and he said, yes, Black, it's not easy to carry these things, it's heavy. So people normally wait for the water to all drain out, the sun to beat it very well, and when it's dry, they will come and carry the sand and go and sell. So you are waiting for sun to shine in the rainy season, for the water to all drain out in the rainy season. Oh, Jesus. What a people. So we need waste management in our country to be properly done so that all these things will be a thing of the past. Yesterday, I decided to search out and find out the cleanest city in the whole of the region, the African continent. And you know which city it is? Do you know the cleanest city in Africa? Do you know? It's Kigali in Rwanda. Do you know what they do? They have instilled in them the discipline of not throwing trash. There's a school in Ghana, I think it's in Fansipim. Correct me if I'm wrong. They teach them that littering, you don't see a litter and walk past it. They teach them that. I recently discovered that, and I was like, what a school. This is the discipline they are giving to the students. Can you imagine what these students will become when they come out of school and hold on to this discipline? We all see litter and walk by, waiting for Tony Litter to come and collect the litter into the litter box. We all walk around and see dirt. We will not collect the dirt. We are waiting for Zoom Lion or Zoom Tiger to come and collect that. Yet, they say cleanliness is next to godliness. My brother, my sister, I normally wouldn't want to talk about this for too long. But let me just share this. It won't go beyond 2 minutes. What is making Kigali the cleanest city in the whole of Africa? One thing: patriotism. They have been told, they have been instilled that discipline in, that is the only country they have. The cleaner they keep it, the more attention of the world they bring to Kigali. Rwanda. Their country will be respected. Anywhere they go, doors are opened. Unlike some countries in West Africa that are being chased out of different countries around the world. I won't mention names. And these people, Rwanda, who are just recovering from a major massacre. Millions of people were killed in that massacre, the Rwandan genocide. They have the cleanest city in the world. Can you believe that? Yet we who have never seen a massacre, we who have never seen a genocide, we who are the most talkative nation in the world, we are surrounded by filth, death. You have to be begged before you even sweep your room. You and mosquitoes are the best friends. A country where mosquitoes are more than food. If you weigh mosquitoes on one side of the scale and weigh all the food we have in Ghana, the mosquitoes would weigh higher. There are more mosquitoes in Ghana than food. There's more deaths in Ghana than food. I'll leave it here. Now the next thing I want to look at is another interesting piece, and I need you to come along. Miracles Abuaji arrests Kweku Azan slams NPP over 1 day tables will turn remark. Well, Kweku Azan has posted something on Facebook, and it says, Iyoko says 55 million Ghana cedis has been looted. Your reaction isn't recover every peswa. Rather, it is 1 day the tables will turn. Way. Daye. I had the opportunity to address this on another platform. One Mustafa Salam, alongside one Justin Kodua, they spoke at the fake gathering that they had in front of Iyoko. They hired Okada riders and drug addicts to go out there and make noise about something that they didn't even know about. Some of them thought Wuntumi was in there. Others also mentioned names of people who had long died. They were going to Iyoko to remove those people. That is the disgrace you get when you overstay your welfare or welcome. My brother, Mustafa Salam was talking about the fact that, oh, you know what? Raymond Archer doesn't sit in the office. We came here and he's sleeping. Hey, if Raymond Archer was sleeping, would Iyoko be mentioned in the State of the Nation address as having clawed back a number of millions for the nation from thieves? Look at the work Iyoko is doing, unprecedented. Would a sleeping man be able to do this? Or are we joking? If Raymond was sleeping, would Miracles Abuaji be there? Would Gerald Apia be there? My brother, my sister. And then it was time for Justin Kodua to speak. And he said Mahama wants a third term. That's why he's looking for a distraction like this. But they will not sit back and watch them have a third term. And both of them continually said that the tables will turn and they will show the appointees of this government Pepe. If I were God, these people will never come into power because of this bad mentality. You are waiting to punish appointees, not ready to catch thieves who have stolen 55 million, 49.1 million, and so on and so forth. This is what Kwekwaza is saying. And these are leaders of their parties. They are respected in the parties. Can you imagine? These are the leaders of the party. In fact, Ghana made the best decision by kicking Baumia out. Ghana made the best decision by kicking out the NPP. These are people who are so vindictive. They are sons and daughters of Satan, Lucifer. All they are interested in is retribution, retributive actions. They are not ready for national development. You are not even ashamed that all these millions are being raked back from your thievery. You rather come and sit down and say, hey, we will come back to power. You wait. When we come back to power, we go show you Pepe. Wallahi, you will never come back into power. I'll leave it here.
Yo!